can pass. In the name of the salute.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
A seat that has seen many occupants, none of their own volition, and none in comfort.
Couple turns should do it.
Even stripped of flesh, the warhound is formidable. Spectral eyes meet yours as it growls a challenge. And then it hesitates, gleaming muzzle sampling your scent as if in recognition. The hound relaxes, clearly accustomed to this show of deference within its master's chamber. It turns away and utterly ignores you, as it would any lowly foot soldier.
Ketheric's been studying something called the Apostle. But of which god? That might be worth a look.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorm, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. My father is somewhere in this tower. I won't leave him in Thorm's hands. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get.
So this is the abode of our dear Absolute. It's about as cheerful as expected. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all. But did take special pleasure in my pain. He said, my screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
This is the seat of the Absolute's power. Whatever the heart is, it's connected to this place somehow. I must find out. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Good luck, true soul. The disciple demands much of those who serve her.
Araj Baldur, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge? How very disappointing.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
Perhaps I can pawn it off as a luck potion.
Be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially sobby today.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff?
He made it? He's all right?
Told you. He's too stubborn to die.
If you're not at the Absolute Spec and Core, why are you here?
Gnomes next door are up to something. They've been whispering like mad.
Whatever it is, we're in. Don't...
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
Gods, the gnomes! Speak to the gnomes!
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? No Spitfires. Well, they certainly gave the guards a run for their money.
And they'd be a help in the escape.
I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn.
We've got a plan. For us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment.
We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality.
Whatever you find, throw it through the bars.
But for the love of Gerdor, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
The stone, I feel it. Hollow behind the back wall.
This could be your chance, sir.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit. Why not?
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. A pity you're already failing, then.
We should leave. And soon.
That is the plan, Nicholas.
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
This area is off limits. Perhaps the guard can be convinced otherwise. Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Should you attempt such a feat again, you will find yourself on the deserving end of justice.
Great. Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand gnomes must succeed.
Must have been unworthy. It is impossible to keep a garment clean. To be kinder, you know. To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept it. You were adored, Minthar. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
The drow reaches out to you psychically, connecting with you for a moment. She is infected like you, and her mind is disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again.
We are erasing her. No, this is our duty. Peace, sister. Let us observe the true soul's methods. Perhaps we can learn from them. Her mind is yours. Break it.
Immediately, your mind is swept into a greater vortex, a psionic storm with Minthara at its center.
Hide. Submit. Embrace.
Her torturers are not dominating her. They are destroying her mental defenses and exposing her to something else. The Absolute. Navigating the storm, you reach the nexus of her mind. It is a wound, bleeding raw emotion and shattered memories. But she senses your arrival.
So it is you who will end me. Make it swift, then. Anything to silence that thing. That voice. I would prefer to make these bastards bleed. But I trust that you speak from caution rather than cowardice. I will put my faith in you and pretend to be their slave.
Her mind fills with warmth, and she gently releases you.
Is it done? I did not feel her mind break.
No. My sister only meant to compliment your delicate work.
Indeed. Seems I have a bit to learn yet. We ought to return to our posts, sister. There'll be plenty more prisoners to practice on.
An ill thing to let an enemy show their back and live. Prudent. Let us go, then. I will be your mute and faithful slave. For now.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. The guard is happy to let you pass. Minthara is rather less happy about your choice of words.
Death is merely delayed. We will return and kill them all.
Accept the absolute. Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy.
I bet my last copper has appeared.
me yet.
I bloody hope not. If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
Witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
You dare scar my mind.
That is the plan.
Got you.
There's something evil here. Below. Down. Unless this evil can get us out of here, I don't want to hear about it.
Olat das.
The blade will not bend. What now?
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. I will fight you if it comes to that.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever.
On your command. I seek an advantage.
Without me, everything will be for naught.
Have you slept through? Fair point.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Can't slow down.
Excellent.
Let me strike.
my time. The stone, I feel it. Hollow behind the back wall. And beyond. Water.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pier nearby.
This could be our chance, sir.
Better be alright.
It's Roland. He's probably holed up somewhere, planning to burst in, spells ablaze, and rescue us.
Bloody hope not. If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
On my way. I can't even catch my breath.
You've been caught lockpicking. Better surrender or risk losing your hand.
Your command? Still on my feet.
Swords meet sorcery.
To the fray.
Knight to King 5.
This is my time. Two steps at a time.
This feels good.
You?
Fair point. This way.
don't give me trouble now.
With pleasure.
Let's get going.
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those tools? Good work. We're gonna wait until it's quiet and then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
I know. And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever. Run! Run!
It is impossible to keep a garment.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place-
You ought to be kinder, you know. To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the absolute. Won't I?